Hey guys, we're live, right? You have my audio? Yes or no? So this was supposed to be a patron meeting, but our guest is a no-show, and I was thinking of canceling this, given that our guest is a no-show. But you know why I didn't? Do you guys know why I didn't cancel this? Because I missed you so much. I missed you so much. I wanted to hang out with you guys, and maybe I could just talk about the history and future of Atheist Republic with you guys. Right? By the way, if you guys haven't figured this out yet already by yourself, that's why I do these on this channel. The live, these will show up on the Atheist Republic YouTube channel, but the live stream version of it is happening on my personal channel, Armin Navabi, link in the description, because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, so I don't know. That's why I don't do it on the main channel. I do it over here. But I do miss you guys. I was like, why I need to why do this later? I need to hang. It's almost my birthday, and I don't have anybody to spend it with. So I was like, I just do it with you guys. Why not? Oh yeah, there we go. Happy birthday in advance. Thank you. Yes, I do love you guys. Oh. Anyways, but you need to help me out here because we don't have a guest. I don't know what happened. We scheduled it first time, and then he asked me to reschedule it, and then I did reschedule it, and now it's the second time, and there's nobody here. What can you do? All right. Um, but you guys have to help me out here because we're talking about the history and future of Atheist Republic, and you guys are the guest because we have no guest, right? So you guys have to ask me questions and stuff like that. Happy birthday to Jesus and his 2020th birthday, years old of existence. Okay, I'm gonna ban you. It's my birthday on the December 25th, and you are coming here on a live stream with me and giving happy birthday to Jesus instead. What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, it was supposed to have. It was supposed to be. This is a patron meeting. This was supposed to be a patron meeting. I do the patron meetings on. I go the live streams on my personal channel are patron meetings. Again, if you are a top tier Patreon, anything above Satan's Minion is considered top tier Patreon. You could schedule a call with me, and I do them here, and then it gets republished on Atheist Republic later. But it goes live on Armin Navabi, right? Yeah, I thought it would be a chill discussion. Okay, sure. Well, as it is now, it ended up being what you expected, right? Hi. Oh, not if only with his consent. Only. Oh, sorry, her consent. God damn it! I have to get used to this. Only with her consent. Oh, why are you crying? Don't cry, guys. Why are you guys so mean to Jessica? First of all, stop dead naming her. It's Jessica now. And if you do want to have sexual intercourse with her, you should only do it with her consent. Um. Oh, really, Matthew? Oh, really? I'm sorry. I'm so, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, it's cute that you think that we don't know that, but it's okay. It's okay. Thank you for that information. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm being mean. I'm being mean. I'm sorry. mm, Jesus Christ, this guy is getting. This is when you take your atheism a little bit too seriously. Okay, chill. Okay, okay. Don't be like so dogmatic. Oh my God, Jesus, this is like. Are you going through your angry atheist phase? Is this how long have you been an atheist? You better be like. This better be like your first year or two of atheism, okay? Because if you have managed to stay in this phase past year two, then oof. Um, Armin, I'm tired. I've been on a train since 1 p.m. yesterday. I haven't slept well. We'll go to sleep. Why, guys? Sleep is very important. Guys, can you send me questions about the topic of this stream. You laughed. Good. Yes, I do share a birthday with Newton. Oh my god. No, guys, none of this. None of this is acceptable. Newton, Christmas, anything, okay? Festivus for the rest of us. None of that. None of that. It's my birthday. Okay? None of this is acceptable. I'll ban you. I'll ban you. Okay? This is Happy Armina's Day or something like that. Come up with something cool. I think we already have. I forgot what it was. There we go. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Katie saying this was the phase I was in back in middle school. Yes, yes, yes. Did you decorate the tree? No. I only do trees. I'd like a Christmas tree, but there needs to be somebody here that I could celebrate having a Christmas tree with. Right now, there's nobody, so there's no point. Also, with the lockdown and all, I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, there's nobody here, so why would I have a Christmas tree? I mean, I have no like this. If you don't have a Christmas tree because this is a Christian thing to do, okay, and you are so hardcore atheist that putting up a Christmas tree is like your version of blasphemy, then you're a bit. You need to chill. Okay, you're becoming a little bit too serious with your atheism. Okay, this is atheist blasphemy to have a Christmas tree. No, I would put up a Christmas tree if there was somebody here that would enjoy a Christmas tree with me. Okay, or somebody that would appreciate it. Right. Okay, how do you see the growth of AR in India? India is one of my highest priorities for us to grow. I think the future of Atheist Republic is in India. Okay, so yes, India, we're coming for you. We're coming for all your goddesses, right? But yes, India is going to be one of the main focuses of Atheist Republic going forward. Okay, and I think we're going to have a lot of success with it. Okay, I think we're going to have a lot of success. I think we're going to have a lot of people in India that will feel that they're part of the Atheist Republic community. But we're going to grow we're going to grow a lot. The thing is that I don't know, at some point we need to start creating content in Hindi for Atheist Republic. What's the future of AR? I'm curious. I'm glad you asked, Coach Bunny. Finally, somebody. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, wait, let me see if. I actually have. I have a document here. I have just a notepad. I wrote something in it regarding to different. Okay. So, main dream that I had for Atheist Republic that hasn't changed. There are other things that have been added to it, but the main dream that I had that is still there, that I don't know if we're ever going to be able to achieve, but that's my goal, is for us to connect atheists around the world who consider themselves part of the Atheist Republic community, not all atheists, right? Regardless of their language and nationality and cultural background or anything, right? I want us to have representation and community in every location on this planet, okay? And to be able to connect these different communities together as a giant global human rights, enlightenment values movement, okay? And I want to connect them in a way that makes it completely seamless, right? I want atheists in Mexico who don't speak English be able to get the messages from atheists in Pakistan seamlessly, right? This is the reason why one of the main projects I've been working on is the Atheist Republic voicemails. If we one day get if one day we get more resources, the next phase of this would be like the Atheist Republic Persian right now is growing, right? But we need to, and now finally we have Atheist Republic voicemails in Persian as well, not just in English, right? So I don't know if you guys know, Atheist Republic voicemails is this thing that right now, if you look in the description, there's a link where you could go leave a voicemail, and we publish it. And these episodes called the Atheist Republic's voicemails. We started that now under the Persian channel as well. Eventually, I'm going to do this with Arabic, Urdu, Bengali, everything. Okay, but when we get more resources, I want to be able to add subtitles to this, right? In every main language, right? I want the Urdu voicemails that we get to have English, Spanish, Arabic, Persian subtitles on it. I want the Spanish voicemails that we get to have English, Arabic, Urdu subtitles. Like, this is going to be a way for atheists around the world to leave messages for each other, and for you to be heard as an atheist. Like, this is the most resource effective, the most cost effective way of giving a louder voice to atheists around the world, I think. Okay, so as our channel grows, it's going to be more popular for people to use our platform as well, because it's going to be basically our audience will be their audience, right? So that's one thing. Let me see, what else are you guys saying? And then eventually we want to create not just voicemails, but content in all of these languages. Like, we want to be able to create content with subtitles for multiple languages. I want to get my book, Why There Is No God. It's already been translated to Persian and Arabic. I want to also translate it to Urdu, but I want to turn them into audio versions of my book in all of these languages. The book, Why There Is No God. Where's the book? I think it just fell earlier. There, I go find here. The book, Why There's No God, it's already translated into, this is a bestseller on Amazon, but I want to translate it to Arabic and Persian. It is already translated in Arabic and Persian, which is available. And this book, by the way, is available for free, the English version. If you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description, you get this book for free. But I want to make some narrators to come and read the Persian and Arabic version of it, and put that on the YouTube channel, like the narration for free on the YouTube channel of Atheist Republic, Persian and Arabic, and then eventually do that with every language, and then go to the next book, Why Islam is Wrong, Why Christianity is Wrong, Why Hinduism is Wrong, and then make those translated in many different books and make the audio versions available. And then eventually maybe we get hosts for these channels, and then we have the human rights version of this, of Atheist Republic, where we have plans to use the Canadian branch of Atheist Republic for our human rights campaigns, especially because Canada is a very good country for its government to be, if you politically, like, as first country we're going to do this with is our Canadian company, to become, to mobilize people to put their MPs in on pressure, under pressure for any specific human rights violations that we want to bring to, to get more politicians to pay attention to across the world. We're going to try that with Canada, and then eventually going to move to US, and we do this with our US branch, and then maybe we look into some other countries like UK and Australia to basically get our members, our followers in these like, we're going to mobilize them as a way, instead of like protests. I think protests, we tried it's not very scalable. I think coming up with a model where we get our members to phone their MPs or whatever, depending on the countries, whatever you call them in that country. Like, we have like one issue that we want to highlight. We get reporters to cover the issue. We get our members to a certain set of number of people that we want to hit, that will contact, that will pressure their MPs, and then we want to report on the reactions of these MPs. We're going to have forums where people file to see how many people called, how many, like, we want to do things that are measurable. We can measure what we did, like how many of our members called, and then measure what was the reaction of those politicians. Like, this is going to be something that we're not just going to, because if we don't want to just throw money at stuff, right? We want to be able to measure how effective each one of the processes we have, right? So that was with regards to the media part. I want to give atheists around the world a louder voice and connect them to each other. When it comes to the human rights stuff part, I want us to become this is, I think, the most efficient way for us to become politically active and make it scalable. Like, we don't want to make something that we could do once and then you have to reinvent the wheel again. We want to learn, we want to optimize, and we want to go for. And again, all of this depends on if we grow and if we get more resources, right? I'm going to bring back our publishing side, because we used to publish a lot of books, and then because we lost money and we didn't have enough donors, we had to stop that. I want to bring that back. And by the way, all of this is not possible because of Susanna, right? Like this, Susanna, her management skills is we had to let go of a lot of these, and now just slowly they're coming back on because of we have Susanna on the team, which is amazing. What was that? What's the other thing I want to mention? I forgot. So I mentioned the activism, which we're going to make us political, more political. The connecting the group. Yep. Translations, voicemails, and obviously we happen to stumble upon our blasphemous art project, which is one reason why we get to fund a lot of these other things, is because of the blasphemous art has gave us a way to monetize our fight for, like, it's beautiful. At the same time, you are normalizing dissent, you are normalizing blasphemy, you are promoting sex positivity, you're fighting transphobia and homophobia, and you get to create such beautiful art. And somehow all of a sudden I get to find an excuse to involve my passion for mythology, because I really want to learn more about mythology and symbols, and I never had the time. But now all of a sudden I could use this as an excuse to bring all of that involved. And also because of this whole blasphemous art, we're getting a lot more patrons, which is going to make us, because for a while I didn't know if we were going to be able to sustain all of this, but now all of a sudden it seems like there's a way. And the good thing about the blasphemous art part is that that's also scalable, right? As we grow, we're going to be able to fund more art, fighting all of this. Like, this is just beautiful, right? Like, think about it. Like, we're fighting we're fighting for freedom of expression, and normalizing blasphemy, and slaughtering sacred cows, and we're getting a lot more support. We sexed it up, right? And we're doing blasphemy more beautifully than anyone has ever done in history. Like, show me the precedent. Like, nobody has done blasphemy as good as Atheist Republic has over that. And by the way, thank you to Muhammad Hijab for giving us this revenue model. And thank you for Facebook for having, because we were just going to put these all out for free. We're just hoping people support us. But then we realized Facebook doesn't allow a lot of these. And then we looked at the policies on Patreon. We realized they allow a lot more than we thought they would. So we're actually going to get a lot more spicy than what you ever seen right now. Like this, there's stuff that I'm telling Susanna we're going to do with our blasphemous art that is going to it's going to get crazy, guys. It's going to get spicy, okay? It's going to get crazy spicy, okay? Because apparently it's okay on Patreon, but it's not, because it wasn't okay on Facebook. We censored it, and we made it only available to our patrons. And then we realized that our patronage just grew so fast. And we're like, well, finally Facebook did something censorial because we discovered this. So thank you to Muhammad Hijab for even, and Abdullah Samir for even getting us involved in this whole blasphemy art project. And thank you for Facebook and showing us how to make it a lot more profitable. And guys, eventually I want to have Atheist Republic. Like, if we keep growing, these are dreams that I don't know if we were going to be able to afford, but I've been rambling, hey? But I want us to have Atheist Republic Studios at one point where we have like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe half an hour animations of our blasphemy, okay? And guys, I don't want to do like something cheap. I want to have stories that, okay, I have so many dreams. Anyways. Okay, so because I've been rambling actually, that's not rambling. Every single one of my words is something that you should be hanging on to. These are word of wisdoms that you should guys be like at awe at how amazing they are. These are not rambling at all. Anyways, can you guys, if you posted something with tagging Armin Navabi that I didn't notice and it's important, let me know. Can you repost it so I see it? Because I was so in love with hearing the sound of my own voice that I ignored all of you guys, right? Because I mean, come on, can you blame me? I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Oh yeah, we're gonna become more active on our Discord server as well. I'm gonna come hang out with you guys there. I'm gonna live stream us chilling out there. So link to our Discord server if you're interested in all of that. Ooh, this bunny likes spicy. Guys, I don't know if you're ready for the level of spice that I'm going to add to this, okay? I don't know if you're ready for the level of degeneracy that I'm going to bring to our blasphemous art, okay? I don't even know if I can explain to you guys right now. Okay? So let me tell you. Susanna and I are both extremely open-minded, very open-minded, more open-minded than have most of you here, okay? And when I told my vision for one of this art to Susanna, Susanna's jaw just dropped and she was like, I'm not ready for that. Okay. So that's how, like, I cannot, like, even though don't have any visuals, I think me even mentioning that is going to get me banned. Okay. Yes, I do sim for myself, of course. Yeah. By the way, another beautiful thing about all of this is that this whole normalization of blasphemy and all the sexy blasphemy is funding is funding our human rights. Like, I don't know how many people who are just like giving us support for a sexy blasphemous art don't know that they're making it viable for us to actually do support people like that who are in prison. And I don't know, like, I think that's my goal as well, right? So we're gonna have, I don't know, Cali's WAP is going to fund campaigns that is going to try to get people out of prison, in Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Pakistan. I don't know. That's again, these are visions. I don't know how realistic they are. I know that you have everything. You have to, when you have a vision, you have to hold it loosely and keep, and keep changing it as you see what the barriers are and you get introduced to ways things are possible and ways there's not, because sometimes people they have this vision and they hold on to it so tightly that when they notice that something is not the most efficient way of doing it, then they can't let it go because that was their vision, right? You have to be flexible. Okay, Soha is saying, you share the same birthday with one of the greatest people on earth, Sir Isaac Newton. I think I would rephrase that, Soha. I would say Sir Isaac Newton shares a birthday with one of the greatest people on earth, which is Armin Navabi. I know, I'm kidding. Ghost Bunny saying, I really want AR to succeed. Now that I am going home, I'll be able to support more. Okay, Ghost Bunny, don't support if you are struggling. Like, only support as much as it's very, 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 very convenient for you. Like, every dollar that you give to Atheist Republic should be a dollar that you're not gonna miss, right? Guys, do not support us financially. Please do not support us financially if you're struggling. Okay, it should be, if you ever donate, it should be something that you don't even notice that it's not there. Okay, that's the only money that you should donate. Yes, Cali's WAP is going to fund Atheist Republic. Guys, we're going to show more nudity. Okay, we haven't had okay, guys, let me just announce something. Okay, India, you wanted Bobs and Vagines? We deliver. Everybody made fun of you. Everybody, the whole world made fun of you. They were like, haha, Bobs and Vagines. But Atheist Republic heard your cry. And we, instead of making fun of you, we came and we delivered Bobs and Vagines. You're welcome. And we only deliver divine Bobs and Vagines. You're welcome. All right. I don't think that's going to happen. Atheist King 53. Social media doesn't like it. Wait. So what was the title? The future and history. Okay, cool. Oh, Ghost Bunny. Okay, as long as you're sure, okay? Make sure you take care of yourself financially first before you support us. But thank you so much, Ghost Bunny. Okay. I'm gonna, if I don't get more questions, I'm gonna head out. Adam, that's because they have had issues. Adam, I'm not gonna highlight that here right now because of security issues. We have to be careful. What was the beginning of AR like? I mean, I have a chapter in my book about that. Why There's No God, by the way, my book for free, available for anybody who wants to. If you subscribe to our newsletter, you get a free version of my book. Okay, so subscribe. Do you really want me to tell you that? It's in the book. It's in the book. Do you want me to okay, I'll just give you a short version. The short version is I was lonely. I was an atheist. I was just so lonely. I was an atheist in Iran. I didn't know any other atheists. Zero. I knew zero other atheists, right? So I started a community. First, it was just for Iranian atheists, and it was amazing to me how it was selfish reasons. Okay, I started Atheist Republic at the beginning just because I was selfish. I wanted to see if there are other atheists, and I found a whole bunch of atheists. And then I realized that other people around the world must be thinking, asking the same thing. Are there atheists where I live? And usually the answer is yes, and they don't know it. So I started expanding it and making it more global. And then, one thing happened after the other, and then we became the world's largest atheist community. I don't know how that happened, but we did. And then, actually, I kind of know how that happened. And then, after, I don't know how many years has it been since we've been doing it? 15 years, I think. After this, I don't know. I have to keep changing the number. I don't know if I'm keeping track properly. But it's interesting because around 15 years ago, I was like, am I the only atheist here? And I was like, no, I'm not. And I was like, now, even after 15 years, people still ask the same question. We have like Atheist Republic consulates in almost every major city, and people are like, yeah, but I don't think there's many atheists where I live. And you were like, there's a consulate, there's many people here, or there's a few people here. And we're like, wow, I didn't know that. Like in the main private Facebook group that we have for Atheist Republic, there's some people come in and like, oh, are there any Filipinos here? There's not that much atheists. Like, what the hell? How could you not know that there's an atheist movement in the Philippines? How could you not know that? And they're like, well, I'm an atheist in Philippines, and say like, me too, me too. And they're like, oh my God, I didn't know there were so many atheist Filipinos here. And it's so heartwarming to see that the experience I had 15 years ago, still when people come to Atheist Republic, you still see that happening today. Still today, right? So it's good. I like that, right? Oh, by the way, one thing I want to say, Atheist Republic is mission is to normalize atheism, right? That's one of the main reasons why we have Atheist Republic. And I just want to let you know that includes activists who are not atheists, who are in favor of fighting against the demonization of atheists, right? So you could be an atheist activist who is a theist. You could be an atheist who's not an atheist activist, right? So, for example, right? I mean, if you're a Christian or a Muslim who thinks is dumb, is cringe, is pure cringe that atheists are treated like second-class citizens in many places and are demonized by their family or ostracized or whatever, right? Imprisoned, jailed, tortured. If you think that's cringe, you don't like that, and you want to fight back against that, you're a non-atheist, atheist activist, right? You are welcome here at Atheist Republic. We appreciate you, okay? I mean, you have moronic views, such as Islam and Christianity, but it's okay. We have moronic views too. I don't know which ones. If I knew, I would stop having them. But we forgive you for having moronic views like Islam and Christianity. We appreciate more the fact that you care about people, your fellow human beings. You care about them. So your moronic views are forgiven. We don't care that that you have moronic views. Everybody has moronic views, right? So you could be an atheist activist. You could be a member of Atheist Republic without even being an atheist, just because you care for atheists, right? But you could be an atheist that is not an atheist activist, right? You could be an atheist who's like, yeah, I don't believe in God, but maybe you don't give a crap about other people, whether they're atheists or not. Maybe you're like, I don't want to be active. I don't. Who gives a crap, right? So we welcome the Muslim or Christian or the Hindu who cares for atheists. We care for them and we like them and we welcome them more than the atheist who doesn't give a crap, right? I mean, you're free not to give a crap, but obviously you're not an atheist activist if you don't give a crap, right? But that doesn't mean, guys, again, this is very important key, okay? Because people are like, oh, let's not highlight our disagreements so we could get along. No, we will highlight our disagreements and we will get along. You shouldn't make agreements a condition for friendship. You shouldn't make agreements a condition for friendship. If you're a Muslim and we welcome you and we like you, that doesn't mean we're going to stop telling and saying, well, I mean, not telling you unless you give us a green light, but that doesn't mean that we're going to stop saying that Islam is idiotic. That's not, if you're a Christian or Hindu, that doesn't mean we're going to stop saying Christianity is moronic, that Hinduism is pure cringe. Okay, we're not going to stop saying that. If you make that a condition for our friendship, then we don't want you as a friend. Okay, we're going to keep taking giant dumps on religion. If you make the condition, if you make your friendship conditional on us stopping that, then go find a friend somewhere else. Okay. What else? Oh, we already did an entire show on this. Just because it was David Silverman. It was me having David Silverman on the show, which he didn't like. Short answer. Okay, awesome. It's not gonna be really on behalf of you though, if you don't. But thank you, I appreciate that. What is this thing? I don't know if this is going to be a major highlight for us because not that many people know about it. Okay, cool. All right, I guess we're gonna head. Did I miss anything important? Let me see if Katie said anything. Katie's comment. Sorry. By the way, can I say something about Katie? I know Katie is seems biased here, but every time we think like, Katie seems biased, but it ends up being true. So I have learned to think that Katie's comments are, even when they seem very biased, they end up being true. So it's I look for them as a trusted source of information. Not 100% obviously, but I really always look forward to Katie's, especially when it comes to Hinduism, and also some mythology as well. Like amazing. I don't know how much you could. How do you know about so many things? Katie is also saying, what about making AR a virtual nation? There needs to be embassies around the world too, along with the already existing consulates. I mean, I don't know the legal processes behind that. I know virtual nations are a thing now. It's a possibility. I've seen some I've seen some people in academia talking about it, and apparently it is a possible. I don't know, like some people are. I don't know. I think the political engineering behind it seems to be there. There seems to be precedent for it, but that's such a legal nightmare that requires budgets, godlike budgets that we don't even have to even start at. To even like maybe one day if we're like have so much resources to like, because this is not good. If something like that, I know this seems childish because it's so beyond the realm of possibility to even think about it right now, but the purpose of that would not be just a symbolic, hey, like look, we're a virtual nation. This would be actually for to give people, you know, if you could give, if virtual citizenship is a thing and people could have legal standing as a citizen of this nation, a nation that wouldn't require land to call itself a nation, that could be, you know, that could be used for a lot of people to claim amnesty as a citizen of a different nation. I mean, the Israelis did that with land, which is like one of the few people in the world that managed to pull off something like that, like the Jewish people, right? Um, but now it seems like it would be even more possible if we could make that case, and if virtual nations are a thing, then you don't need a land to fight for that. But we're not even close, guys. Like people, like some people were suggesting to us, like, well, we could follow the model of Israel because they were being prosecuted all around the world, and if they had a case, atheists have a case. But at that time, guys, the intention of the entire world was like, it's not, historically, it's not even close for us to have the momentum that the Jewish people had at that time, right? So this is like something to like think about, as like, oh, what if? But it's like it's not within the realm of possibility. Oh, hi, Vikram. No, we wouldn't need an army because we don't have a land to protect. That's how it would be a lot more cost efficient. We would issue passports though. um, and by the way, I know, guys, somebody don't clip this out and think like I'm just. This is daydreaming, okay? I'm not suggesting this as a serious thing, okay? Like I know some people like look at Armin's dreams like he's so childish. No, this is just daydreaming. I know this is not within the realm of possibility. No, it wasn't their money, Selva. I wasn't suggesting that. It was because they had the world's sympathy after all the crimes that was committed against them. Yeah. It was just guys, I'm like, please don't make what I've said. I defend, I think it makes sense for the Israel, like for it to become a nation, given that they were not welcome anywhere on the planet. I do have biases, but I advertise my biases. Yes, you do. You're very good at it. I am not secretive about my stance, unlike some people who pretend to be neutral. No, you're very good at that, Katie. I agree with that. I am saying, Armin, you're ignoring me. I have done something wrong. No, I saw this now. What did you say? Let me scroll up. Oh, see, I scroll up and you said the same thing. So maybe you should just repost what I tell you guys. I missed some of the comments. Just repost it. Don't repost it like spammy, but here, this is the comment. How many precautions precautions you have to take for traveling? Not much. I just don't announce where I'm going, and I just tell people where I was after I left already. That's pretty much it. I want an AR passport. Me too. Yeah, I would need an AR passport. Guys, if there was a legit way, I would definitely, like, that would be one of my ultimate goals. But again, that's childish. It's just daydreaming, okay? Don't ever quote me as suggesting that as anything serious, okay? I mean, it's okay to have unrealistic dreams, you know. You shoot for the stars and you land on the moon, right? Qasim saying, if we had such a nation, who will be political positions? Of course, it would be a republic. I'm asking for your personal choice. My personal choice would be me and Susanna. I would vote for myself. But yeah, it would be elections. We could have a made up nation with, like, like just a, we could have, a made up nations that is not recognized. We don't pretend like it's recognized as a nation anywhere, but we could have elections. We could have a parliament. We could have a senate. We could have a president and a prime minister. We could have yearly elections. We could do that. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that would be helpful in any way. But if it is, if there's anything beyond just fun, it needs to serve an actual purpose, right? You can't be like, oh, wouldn't it be fun to do this? Yeah, we're not gonna do all of this stuff just because it would be fun for Atheist Republic to have a parliament. Like, it has to actually serve a purpose, and we have to be able to measure the benefits of it. Right? We're not just gonna do for for the sake of optics, right? Unless the optics of it would be so interesting that would get us more awareness, right? Maybe like the whole optics of it would be something unique and interesting that people would either want to cover or make fun of. Usually, when people make fun of us, that really helps because they don't know the people that want to like ridicule us or make fun of us. They usually are our best advertisers, right? So maybe the optics of it would be the entire purpose, because if we come like, oh, you guys know that Atheist Republic is actually parliament and blah blah blah, and maybe that will bring enough attention to us that for more people to discover us, right? So maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Ghostman is saying, "We love you, Armin. AR has already done so much, and I don't see you guys stopping anytime soon." Oh, thank you, Ghostman. Yeah, we have done crazy, like for such a small organization, we have done so much, right? We have had like, we have two governments after us now. Like we had one government looking into, not, and I'm not talking about India. We had, before India, we had Malaysian government considering removing Facebook from all of the goddamn country because it was like, you were like, can we remove Facebook? They were mentioned asking that in their own, I don't know, parliament, whatever that was. Like their deputy minister was questioning that because of us, because of our consulates in Kuala Lumpur. Imagine that. We have gotten in so much trouble in so many different places, haven't we? Wow, guys, we have a big history. We have, yeah, we're only getting started. Yeah, that's Katie says that sounds fun. Yeah. Hey, I vote for Katie as well. This guy did Creative VR Nation. Yeah, I heard about something like this. I don't know if this is the same story. Soha, can you send this to me? Sorry, I'm asking Soha for too much. I'm gonna look into this. I need an important position in AR Nation, like a minister or an ambassador. Just saying. Well, it's not going to be based on you demanding it. You have to be qualified, and you have to be. There's going to be a process. I'm not Qasim. I'm not amongst your favorites for Congress. I want to be the. We're not going to have a bishop. Well, maybe I don't know. It would be a job with least consideration and most free time. Yes, we've been blocked in Pakistan. Our entire page. We used to have the biggest reach in Pakistan. Um, the two top countries on our Facebook page used to be United States and Pakistan. Pakistan completely banned us, which was a bit, yeah. Yeah, you get your first one. He created his own Hindu nation, and recently I heard he started giving out passwords to. Okay, we need to look. We need to look into this. We need to look into this. How hard could it be? How hard could it be? Imagine if you have Atheist Republic passports. I'm daydreaming again. I have, guys, the problem is that I have too many visions. Are we gonna add to this? Oh, another thing that we're gonna get back on is Atheist Republic news articles. Uh, we want to make sure that we have the coverage on our own website rather than. So we're hiring a writer right now. Oh, by the way, guys, we're hiring a writer. But actually, you have to talk to Susanna. But I thought about something. So we're gonna have Atheist Republic activism, Atheist Republic Studios, which is going to be our blasphemous art and animation, Atheist Republic Publishing, Atheist Republic consulates. We're gonna come up with more ways to. We have consulates already almost in every major city. We're gonna try to come up with more efficient ways for people to meet each other and find each other, and come up with ways to stay safe while they're doing that. Atheist Republic News and Atheist Republic International was going to be our translation process with our voicemails and subtitles, and hopefully eventually we're going to have a YouTube channel for every major language. These are, again, I know, daydreaming, right? I want to have Atheist Republic Persian, Atheist Republic Arabic, Atheist Republic Spanish, Atheist Republic Urdu, Atheist Republic Malay, Atheist Republic Portuguese, Atheist Republic French, Atheist Republic German. One day, one day. Okay, that's my. These are all a small glimpse into all the plans I have. Oh. And even, guys, even if 10% of it becomes true, I think that's a major achievement. I don't know, maybe, just maybe. We have to try. No, we're not going to do that. What the hell, Matthew? You have bad suggestions. The future of Atheist Republic should become a religion for a tax write-off. No, we already get tax. We're a 501c in the United States. Why would we need to do that? Guys, you don't need to be a religion to get tax write-off. The unfairness is not that religions get a tax write-off. Every 501c gets a tax write-off, right? Every 501c is tax exempt, not just religion. The bias, the religious privilege is not that they don't pay tax. The religious privilege is that they don't pay tax with unfair standards compared to other 501c. Like, as a 501c in the United States, for example, you should open your books and you have to justify the money what you're spending on to the government. So you're like, this is what I'm spending on, blah blah blah. Okay, this is why I'm a 501c. This is where it's going towards this and this and that, right? But as a religion, you don't have to do any of that. As a religion, you could spend your money on promoting your goddamn religion, and you don't have to show the government anything, right? You don't have to open your book. So it's not, getting tax exempt is not that hard. Getting it with the same standard, religions just have to apply by a different set of rules when they operate as a charity. Katie's saying maybe start. No, because here's the thing. I don't want to start a fundraiser for a virtual nation because it seems like we're asking money for people for doing something that is very likely not possible, right? I don't know if we could do that. We need to ask money for people for things that we know we could deliver, and didn't. I don't want to make false promises to people, right? We don't ask people. I want it when we ask for people for money, it has to be like, oh, give us money for doing this, and then we have to do that thing. I need to make sure that we can do that thing that we said we're going to do. It's very tricky. Like, sometimes, if you go, sometimes you ask for something, you promise something, and it's such a bad experience for you to not be able to deliver the things that people give you money to deliver, right? I don't want to, like, when you get nervous about that, that's such an uncomfortable feeling. That's why we only want to make sure that we have small goals and with small baby steps, right? We're going to be like, even when it comes to our activism, like, for example, we have to be careful about when we say, like, hey, let's pressure, like, let's say we have a human rights campaign to put pressure on, on Canadian politicians to say something about Sohail Arabi, right? So what we tell people is that this campaign is likely not going to, the measuring of success, for example, here is not whether we're going to get Sohail Arabi free, because we probably won't. Okay, what we need to promise people is that we're going to make, like, baby steps. Like, if we could be just part of a process that makes just a few more politicians to say something about Sohail Arabi, if we could just get that successful, then we're not only the only people, like, we're one small organization that made some politicians highlight Sohail Arabi's case. If other organizations could do the same thing, then all of this added together might end up turning into something big. But we are just, the promise that we're making, the thing that we're trying to achieve has to be a lot smaller than getting somebody out of prison in a foreign country, right? So we have to make smaller promises that we could deliver on, or else you're basically making, this is, maybe you're unknowingly, probably not, but unknowingly scamming people. If you're unknowingly scamming people, it's because you thought that this process is a lot easier than you figured out later, right? Again, these are trial and error. You have to make sure you don't promise the moon to people. Yeah, I know. Okay, Matthew, if you say a joke, make sure it's funny. Yeah, I know that's the joke. Not a very good one. Yes, Qasim. We may not. Yeah, maybe. Maybe sometimes you have dreams that you're not going to be able to achieve, but maybe you make it easier for the next people. Good, good, good. Yes, hashtag free soil. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. So I was saying, well, the animated blasphemous art would be, they would be video, but they would be very short because they're very expensive. The animations of our blasphemous art, the first one we're gonna make when we hit 300 patrons, it's gonna be very, very short. But hopefully, we're gonna make another one when we hit 400, and it's gonna be longer. And then we're gonna make another one as we grow, and it's gonna be longer. Slowly, we're gonna keep making them longer and longer and longer, and maybe one day, full on like 20 15 20-minute videos one day, okay. That would bring a lot of attention to our, from, imagine if we have those videos, right, and we post it on our YouTube channel, and they gain a lot of traffic, and it brings up attention to a lot of other things that we're doing as well. Every time somebody says like, oh, what's the point of this, that's the point of it. Okay, hashtag SIMP for Guru Armin. The reason, apparently Twitch has new rules for SIMP, so I'm not going to read it out. Weird, huh? Twitch is the most sensitive platform out there, right? No, that's not no, that's not going to be animation. I think the first animation, that's going to be the monkey stoning hadith. That's going to be just a comic art. But the first animation, I think, is going to go back to Kelly and Muhammad. Yeah, basically the art that we have of Kelly and Muhammad, we're going to do that animation of it. Yeah. No, I mean, he experienced a lot more. No, come on, Gotham. He was tortured. Anyways, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go. It's fun hanging out with you guys. Thank you for spending time with me here. I think it was okay. We did fine. We adapted to the new situation. Yeah. So thank you for spending time with me, and Merry Christmas in advance. That's right. I said it. I said Merry Christmas. I said Merry Christmas. Oh, what are you going to do? Be like, oh, but Armin, I thought you were an atheist. Merry Christmas. I said it. If you want to say anything else, say that. I'm going to say Merry Christmas. Wait a minute. No. Happy Arminus. Anyway, that's a joke. But seriously, if you get butthurt for an atheist saying Merry Christmas, then you are extremely religious with your atheism, okay? But I'm joking when I get triggered when people say Merry Christmas, and I say you should say Happy Armistice instead, okay? Don't get triggered. I get triggered for fun here because sometimes, okay? That we're just having fun, okay? But that being said, Happy Armistice. Bye, guys. Oh. Oh, wait, make sure you subscribe. I forgot, subscribe. It's Hekmah, it's Dharma. Do it now. I almost forgot. Do it now. I hit the bell button.